everyone. I'm Dionisse Gonzales, a grade 10 student. And as a student, I've seen firsthand how corruption affects students like us, and not just in the news headlines, but in our everyday lives. Now let me tell you what I've seen in my own class. I've seen classmates who cannot keep up with the modules because they do not own a proper device. No laptop, no tablet, sometimes not even a phone. They tell me if only the government provided a device, I could study properly. I've also seen classmates who cannot attend school because their house has been stranded by the flood. And even if the lessons are bundled as modules, they still cannot keep up because they are busy and forced to bail out water, move their belongings, and sometimes they are even forced to worry if they can even sleep safely at night. All this while lessons pile up. Corruption. Corruption is the main reason on why this keeps on happening. Corruption in the Philippines happens when the government officials use the money of the people for their own benefit instead of using it for the nation. And because of this, many government projects such as education programs and infrastructure are left unfinished or of poor quality. And for students like us, this means less access to learning materials, poor school facilities, and lack of support from the government like free gadgets and proper classroom. Flooding problems also become worse when the funds that are meant for drainage or flood controls are not used properly. As a result, students are directly affected. Some lose study time, some miss classes, or sometimes some students even struggle to finish their schoolwork because the help that should have been provided by the government never reached them. And that corruption affects students like us, our precious time, opportunity, and hope. Now, some people might argue that corruption doesn't really affect the students, that it's just politics, or that families should learn to handle their own problems. But this kind of thinking or closed-mindedness ignores the real situation. You see, when the government funds that are meant for the flood control projects and education projects are stolen or wasted, it's us students who suffer from the consequences. As the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act, or the Republic Act 3019, clearly states that public officials must use the resources for the good of the people. Yet, we still see reports about overpriced and unfinished projects from the agencies like DPWH, which leads to flood or unsafe conditions for us students. Now, corruption isn't just about losing the money. It's about the opportunity being stolen away from the young and innocent people who only want to learn and build their own future. Dr. Jose Rizal once stated, "Ang kabataan ng pag-asa ng bayan." But how can we be the hope of our nation when our own leaders are the ones stopping us by being corrupt? How can we focus on our dreams when the system itself takes away the tools that we need to reach for them? Still, I believe that hope is not lost, because the youth today have something that past generations did not have, and that is a louder voice. We have social media, platforms, and a courage to speak out against what's wrong. We can use our phones not just for entertainment and trends, but to spread truth, raise awareness, and call out corruptions. We are not only fighting for ourselves, but we are also fighting for those before us who did not have enough power to speak up, and for those after us who deserve better. We are not only standing up for our rights, but we are also standing up for every student who deserves fair access to education, safety, and hope. We might be young, but we are not powerless. If we continue to speak up, raise awareness, value integrity, and hold our leaders accountable, then maybe one day we can finally become the true hope of our nation, the kind that Dr. Jose Rizal once dreamed of, the kind that our country truly needs. Thank you for listening. Once again, This has been Dionisse Gonzales, and I stand not as a student, but as part of a generation that refuses to stay silent. If our leaders continue to fail us, then we, the youth, will rise to lead instead. Because we are not just the hope of our nation, we are its awakening.